At the time of making this video, the Yankees have just completed a series, the American League Championship Series with the Houston Astros. They played 4 games. The Yankees have struck out 50 times in these 4 games. The Yankees have struck out 50 times in these 4 games. What can we learn from them? Well, for starters, desperation. You watched Anthony Rizzo just actually moved up into the batter's box after the pitcher received a signal from the catcher. It didn't work. When we take these game clips and we put them into the laboratory or science room and we dissect it and break it down, the most important ingredient in the laboratory is honesty. We have to tell the truth. Are the swing mechanics, having said that, are the swing mechanics that bad? Are the swing mechanics that it's the element that's disturbing the Yankees and getting them off their course of being good hitters? I would take the position that it's not poor swing mechanics that's the actual cause of the Yankees' high frequency of strikeouts.
Now, there he goes, the pitch. Did he go? He did! It's a swing and a miss on strikeout, and the ball game is over!
Take this to the bank and take this to your hitting laboratory. The reason why the Yankees struck out at a high frequency level rest upon the principles of hitting perception. What is hitting perception? Well, first of all, perception has to deal with your senses. Your eyes, your nose, your mouth, your taste, your hearing, and your sense of space. As a hitter, there's 3 data points you have to quickly format about the ball. The ball's speed, the ball's space, and the ball's depth that is passing through. The pitcher is trying to disrupt the hitter's hitting perception. And what 2 weapons does the pitcher have? He only has 2. Mess up the hitter's timing and mess up the hitter's space. And oh boy, that's exactly what the Astros pitchers did to the Yankee hitters. They disrupted hitting perception. So listen to Carlos Correa's comment and listen to his idea, suggestion for the Yankees.
Wise man once told me, where there is great pitching, there is hardly any hitting. Where there is great pitching, there is hardly any hitting. Where there is great pitching, there is hardly any hitting. But they gotta make adjustments. They gotta go out there tomorrow, the off day, and try to get some reps in, get the machine. They're swinging and missing a lot on off-speed pitches. Maybe swing on more off-speed pitches against the machine. Maybe swing on more off-speed pitches against the machine. Maybe swing on more off-speed pitches against the machine. Something's gotta change. It cannot stay the same. They gotta score runs, but they also gotta adjust.
That wise man might have been after Doubleday, because ever since the game began, good pitching has beaten good hitting.
That sounds like such a good idea to go and swing at more off-speed pitches from the machine. Before this playoff game, the 2 prior games, the Yankees had struck out 30 times. Based upon the outcome from the 2 prior games, I would tend to believe that the Yankees were already hitting or practicing off-speed pitches from the machines. So how's it working for them? Not too good, because the next 2 games, the Yankees struck out a combined 20 more times. So what lesson can we learn from the Yankees, and what lesson can the Yankees learn from themselves? Practicing hitting more off-speed pitches from the machine can help a little bit, but obviously it wasn't enough. You see, in order to perform well at a high level, the athlete must prepare in a similar manner that's going to reflect the game. It's called the SID principle, specific adaptations, imposed demands. What machines lack to manufacture is a visual demand or visual pattern that is required of the hitter to react to. A lot of good baseball people talk about this concept quite often, but no one really seems to put it into use, and that is bring in real pitchers to pitch to batters in simulated game situations. Bring in live pitchers to pitch batting practice, not throw batting practice. Back in the 60s and 70s and the 80s, it was common for pitchers to pitch batting practice and not coaches to throw fake batting practice. Our online hitting course is great, and we cover principles that your son or your daughter will need to learn. But imagine just this. If your son or daughter got real batting practice from a pitcher pitching batting practice 2, 3, 4 days a week, imagine what kind of hitter they would be just by practicing that way, from that type of visual demand. You see, what the Yankees needed and what your son and your daughter need is to improve, enhance their hitting perception. Are you directly practicing diligently with intent your hitting perception? Am I saying that hitting mechanics are not important? No. Hitting mechanics are still extremely valuable and important. But it's through our online hitting course that you will learn a unique method to improve your hitting mechanics and swing path from the deceleration side of the swing. The acceleration side of the swing, everything that happens right before you see the ball, needs to be dedicated and devoted to pulling in information and data about that ball. If you're tired of trying to beat down that door with your monotonous hitting drills, and you're ready to take that step forward and learn about hitting perception, then send me a message. Sign up for our online hitting course. If you pay a little bit extra, I will even come out to your hometown and work with your son, daughter, or travel team face to face. If you're in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, come visit our indoor training facility, the Kirilloff Baseball School in Anna, Texas. Again, feel free to contact me and let's have a discussion to how I can be an asset to your son or your daughter's player development. I'm Dave Kirilloff with the languageofhitting.com and the Kirilloff Baseball School in Anna, Texas.
They have to figure out offense. They have to figure out offense. They have to figure out offense.